A customer choosing cakes at Nahum's Confectioners in Calcutta's New Market, the last identifiably Jewish business left in the city.
What is that for? I will do, sir. Thank you, sir.
At the cash desk, David Nahum, the grandson of a Baghdadi Jew and the linchpin of a community dwindling so fast it's destined soon to disappear.
This community is more or less in existence for about 200 years. The community established 2 schools, one for girls and one for boys. From the religious side, it established 3 large synagogues. When I was a young boy, the synagogues were so full that for younger children there was no space in the regular benches, and now we merely have 3 or 4 members attending on Sabbath. Having been in its midst when it was a thriving community, and to come down to what we have now, it's really very sad. It's very distressing.
Most of Calcutta's Jews came, like David Nahum's forebears, from Iraq. The community reached its zenith as recently as the 1940s, swelled to 5,000 by Burmese Jews evacuated ahead of the Japanese invasion. But within a few years, the creation of the State of Israel acted as a powerful magnet. Others migrated to London, Los Angeles, and Sydney, leaving behind just a few dozen Jews. I asked Sami Sadka if he could remember the last Jewish wedding in Calcutta.
Yes, I can. What's that girl's name? Elias Moses' daughter, Ruth? Yes, at the Jewish girls' school it was. I met the girl when she came a few years back. She's in Israel, I think.
How long ago was that last Jewish marriage in Calcutta?
Over 20 years.
So are there any Jewish youngsters in Calcutta at all?
No. If you don't get any Jewish marriages, where do you expect the youngsters to come from?
I'm on the gallery of the biggest synagogue in Calcutta on Canning Street. This is where the women would have sat through the Sabbath service. It's a massive, distinguished, solidly constructed building which would, at its peak, have taken well over 1,000 people. It's now under renovation, and the community hope that the Archaeological Survey of India will accept this as a national monument. They will then become responsible for its upkeep and security, and it means that the Jewish community will know that this synagogue will be safe when they've gone.
Pupils at Calcutta's Jewish Girls' School singing the school song. It's another Jewish institution which will outlive the community. On the walls, portraits of the Jewish founders of the school and boards listing prize winners with names such as Ezra, Cohen, Isaacs and Abraham. I asked a group of teachers how many of the 1,200 pupils today are Jewish.
No, not a single.
You haven't got one Jewish girl here?
No.
Before we had half a Jewish girl, and even she's gone away. So this is a non-Jewish Jewish girls' school.
You've been here for 30 years. Do you remember when there were Jewish students here?
Yes, majority were Jewish that time. Many Jewish teachers were there, many Jewish girls were there.
Where have they gone?
Israel, England, America.
Is there anything at all Jewish about the way that the school is run or anything like that?
It is run by the Jewish people, by the trustees. We do teach them some Jewish songs.
It's unlikely that any Jewish child will ever again study here. Ian Zachariah, at 55, is about the youngest member of the community, and he says that Calcutta's Jews must come to terms with their fate.
There's nothing new happening. There's no people coming in. It's just that those who are here and are comfortable will continue to be here and to be comfortable. So we just have to accept that it's going to get smaller and smaller. And hopefully the institutions that we have built here will stay on just as a kind of a memory of that once there was a Camelot.